What up? This is part 2 of our conversation with John Delevoe. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the first part. Let's go.
RP to Kobe. I think he had a barber. I think he charged $10,000 a cut. And you seen
Hey,
Kobe. It
hey,
wasn't.
salute to the barber. Hey, Floyd Mayweather, Floyd bald and got a goatee like mine that barely connect. He pay her like $1,000 a cut, and he get like 3 cuts a week. So listen, salute to anybody that can get it. Some of these draft picks. Hopefully, if they make when they get signed, maybe they'll fly me out. I don't know, but like there's no limit to what you can do. And sometimes it's being connected to the right people, honestly. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just one of those industries, man. You can, I look at it this way, like it's barbers that on a regular basis, but just cut regular people, they charge 50 plus $100. Shoot, some of the barbers in LA, they charge like two, three, four, 500. And if people are if people are willing to pay that, I have nothing against it. You know what I'm saying? Because shoot, I'm about to do some renovation soon and my price is going up. So I think what it is, I think two things have happened in the barber for barbers. We have been overall, not individually, but overall, I think there's been a standard of unprofessionalism where anything goes. Barbers, everybody has experienced that barber who doesn't show up when he says he's going to show up. That barber who he's always late. He cancels appointments. He'll let somebody skip you. He's been high. He's been drunk. You know what I'm saying? He tried to hit on your wife or whatever. We all experience some type of level of unprofessionalism. Uh, and so it caused people not to take us seriously. And then I think the other problem is we've allowed, sometimes as an industry, we have to be careful of allowing people to dictate the market. Know your worth. Because I have people who will come in here and be like, man, you want $40 or XYZ? And I hit them with this. I say, anything you can do yourself. But when you decide to pay someone to do it, you can't put a price tag on that. You don't have to go to a fine dining restaurant. You can cook at home. You don't have to get your hair cut. You can get your hair cut at home. You don't have to go to a mechanic. You can learn how to fix your car at home. If I'm doing something for you, you can't dictate what my experience and what my worth is. And then at the same time, if you go to a restaurant, you spend $40, $50 on a meal, you're gonna be hungry again in a few hours. You spend $40, $50 on a haircut, you're gonna get a strong week, but a good tooth. And so, because like I said, I'm a real math person. Probably that's what the IT degree is for. I tell them straight up like this. I said, I don't care if haircuts was $100 a month, $100 a cut, and you getting two haircuts a month. That's only $200 a month. That's only $2,400 a year, right? And if you make $24,000, that's only 10% of your income. You spending 10% of your income to look good 100% of the time. And as a barber, right? A barber, I have been there for you for every major event in your life. When you got married, when you went to prom, when you met your wife, when you got that interview, when you want to go to the club, anything that you want to look good for, I have been there for you in your life. You can have $1 million outfit, but if you got a $2 haircut, you look trash. But you can have $100 haircut and a white tee and some pants and feel and look like the shiznick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So how can you undervalue? How could you undervalue that? You feel what I'm saying? And so that's just
That's
where
real.
I'm at with it.
That's real. Go ahead,
And the
Amanda. You
same,
feel like I took all of the time. My bad.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna just like pick one for now. I have many other questions too.
like I
Um
said, I'm here. My phone on the charge. I ain't got nothing to do.
um Barbering is normally a men dominant industry. What's your perspective seeing more women in the industry?
I don't have a problem with it. I will say this, depending on the I just tell people use your advantage. So if you're a woman and you're attractive and people want to let you cut their hair because they feel like you attractive, use your advantages. If you a guy, like I got a guy who speaks Spanish, use your advantages. And let your skills speak for itself. Uh, I don't have a problem with it. I think, you know, I think there was a time. I think and some guys do probably feel this way, where they're like, "Oh, I ain't letting a woman cut my hair," and that's gonna happen with anybody. You got people that be like, I ain't gonna let a black person cut my hair. I ain't gonna let so and so cut my hair. But find your market, find your lane, and ride it out. Ride it out. You know,
True,
out
true.
of out of my barbering, in fact, out of my barbering class, the year I graduated, it's me and another girl. We own our own shops, and she doing her thing. She dope, and so I don't have a problem with it. So make your money.
Do you feel it's more competitive or maybe intimidating when it comes to stuff like that?
For competitive, intimidating for women to jump into it, or intimidating
Both.
for I don't know because when I was at barber school, there were a lot of women in my class. Now some could cut really well, and some couldn't cut. But
Uh-oh.
and the ones that could, and the ones that couldn't cut, they used their other advantages. They be like, no, I'm waiting on her because some men they lonely, they miss a woman's touch, and they'd rather have a woman hands on their face than mine. Uh, so I honestly I don't I don't see it as competing with other people. The individual has to compete with the person in the mirror because at the end of the day, when you decide that you want to be a barber, especially if you're going to be doing like booth rent or commission, you're saying that I want to be responsible for my income. I want to be responsible for my growth. And so the only person that I have to compete with is myself because, you know, what's that me and my brother talked about? They had this post where it was talking about don't worry about who doing what you're doing. Go to any grocery store and look at the bread aisle, look at the cereal aisle. You know what I'm saying? Look at the juice aisle. There's gonna always be somebody doing what you're doing. Shoot, every time you see a CVS or Walgreens right across the street, you know, so the biggest person that you need to compete with is yourself. Male, female, black, white, Hispanic, one arm. Compete with yourself. Make sure that you're doing the best that you can. Are you showing up on time? Are you mastering your craft? And you'll be all right. So
Got you. Another one that I have too, because I want to see if the end on a positive note. Um, I w- I would say, Mama, I made it if this person became a regular at my barbershop.
mm, I never really thought about it. Because the thing about it is there's celebrities that I'm fans of as far as like with sports and music. But all of them don't get haircuts on a regular basis. So uh who would I
I mean, it could be anybody, dead or alive.
honestly honestly man, I would say like anybody who has anybody who is at the top of their game in their craft. So whether you made it to the NBA, you made it to the NFL, you've made it in acting, you've made it in music. If you've made it to the top, to the highest level of your craft, and you allow me to be your barber, I feel like I've made it because you could have went anywhere and chosen anybody. Uh, and so I guess I just leave it at that. Whoever at the top of their craft, I know I made it. And I guess the reason that was hard for me to answer is because it's barbers that don't cut no celebrities, and they 6-figure barbers. Like a lot of people get it twisted. Like you don't have to cut people who are famous to make it. It's some barbers. True. It's barbers that's probably cutting celebrities that maybe make 6 figures. You know, because they only cut that one guy. You know, or they only cut this guy. Like, you know, as a barber, depending on who you are and what you charge, you can make anywhere from $25 to $1,000+ a day. That falls in between. I done had days where, you know, it's been slow, made a couple hundred. I done had days where I made 600-700. You know, and it really just depends on you and how much you do it. And I tell people like this, like, you know, it's nothing to really be a 6-figure barber. Like the average price of a haircut gonna range in between 20 and 50. So let's say you fall somewhere in that middle and you average a 40 a cut. You do 10 heads a day, 5 days a week at $40, that's $2,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? And that's only 50 heads a day. That's nothing if you do it. Because I done had days where I did like 25. So I feel like whatever you define success as for you, you made it. Some barbers that don't want to be 6-figure barbers, don't want to own their own shop and shoot as a shop owner, it's a lot of hassle. But if they're comfortable and they're happy with where they are, you made it, to me. So.
All right.
So I got one last I got more questions. I got one last barber question, and I'm gonna let the barber stuff go. I got some personal questions I got for you. So your barbershop is for Coming to America barbershop, or is it more the barbershop, the movie Barbershop with Ice Cube?
I'll say it falls in between. I think Coming to America they had old guys, so it wasn't that much rah-rah going on. So it was pretty professional. Barbershop, they had some drama going on, and so but they were modern. Everybody was up to date on styles, and you know they had fun. I think it's a combination of both. Actually, speaking of Coming to America, my first 1-star review, somebody said that about my shop. It was like Coming to America.
Really?
So peep this, right? I have like 101 reviews on Google. My shop is considered a 4.9. But up until that 1-star review, I was like a perfect 5-star. And so this was like when I first took over the shop. And so one of my things is, as long as there's customers in there, I'm gonna tend to the customers. And so when I was still transitioning and trying to get stuff together for the shop, I was getting a lot of deliveries, and I would put them in the box in the corner, and I'll wait to the end of the day before I, open up the box and set stuff up. I'm not gonna be rude and be like, "Oh, I got my little trinket today," and just stop cutting hair. So dude was like, he had all those boxes that looked like Coming to America, or he should have called it Tumbletown Barbershop. Then he said we didn't have enough entertainment because all we had was TV, music, and video games. I'm like, how much more entertainment? I was like, how much more entertainment do you want?
I mean, what? They have a chessboard and some checkers, like Connect Four, like what?
I don't know, man. We had the PlayStation in here, we had, got a whole bookshelf, magazines.
Wow.
Had the music going. And so he said, he gave me a 1-star review for that. And look, and then in the review he said he had no problem with his haircut. So I was like,
what in the world? He sent you a whole dissertation just about the entertainment?
That's crazy.
And I was like, dang, that warrant a 1-star because you ain't like the entertainment and the fact that I had boxes.
That's crazy. So Amanda, are you ready for your games? Let's hit them up.
My game. It is fill in the blank. So I'm gonna give you a sentence, and then you're gonna complete the whole sentence in regards to you. All right.
Okay.
Some of
All
them
right.
are open ended. Others are a little bit straightforward. I think you're
All
gonna
right.
enjoy it. All right, and it's four of them. Um,
Okay.
the first one is I feel like a badass when.
I walk out of the barbershop with a whole bunch of money in my pocket.
Of course, of
I ain't
course.
gonna lie, man. That cash on demand sometimes, man. I come in the shop and I just have like a $20 bill in my wallet, and I know I'm gonna re up today.
Wow.
Definitely.
That's a good thing to have, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. All right, my next one is when I see a bad cut, I.
I cringe.
Oof. Ooh.
And you know, the thing about it is, and anybody who a barber can relate to this, you can't stop looking at people's hair. Like once you've been cutting hair or been a barber for so long, you walk, you don't even make eye contact. You start looking at their haircut.
Wow.
And, you know, I done had situations where, because my shop is in a plaza, I ain't gonna lie, man. I done had situations. I done seen some of these single parents, and they don't be wanting to pay for the haircut, and they just be doing anything. A few times I done been in the store next door, and I done seen like mom cuts, and I be like, look, ma'am, can I cut his hair? It's gonna be free, no charge. Let me just let me just
Wow.
let me just fix this over here. I
So,
got it. And if you like it and want to come back, this is what it would be. But I'm gonna fix this today. I can't deal with this.
So I'm guessing you're the type of parent who doesn't allow embarrassment through bad haircuts.
Well, because I got two daughters, their mom do their hair. I'm getting good at it too. You know, I do my little two ponytails or three ponytails, or I twist the ends and let it puff out. My parts are starting to get straight. So, but no, I don't believe if you can help it, your children shouldn't walk out looking any type of way. You know,
Okay. Um, when Blaze Barbershop take off, I'm
retiring.
dang, just like that.
don't
So
he go?
honestly, I think it's important to have an exit plan. Because I told myself by 38, I should be cutting hair because I want to, not because I have to. And so what I started doing is thinking of what are ways that I could do that. So hold on one second.
I think
This
it's
is a perfect time for us to highlight our pop-up. As you can see. Tell them, Irv.
yeah, we got a
So
pop February 28th at the Club Cafe, hosted by Irv and Co. Irv and Co. You see the dope businesses in the background. We got Kick Ass, we got Ginger Harvest, we got Milan, we got Designed by Pori, Mermaid, we got Peaceful Designer, we got Buzz by Dez. Yeah, we got so many to name. I mean, listen, too many to name. Come through, check us out at the Club Cafe from 12 to 5 at February 28th. Hosted by, we got DJ Casino on the ones and twos, laying it down, keeping the groove going. We got raffles, we got music, we got food, we got conch salad, we got twisted salad. Definitely come through and check us out. You don't want to miss it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Bring the whole family. It's gonna be a family friendly function. So definitely come check it out. Come support the businesses that are doing dope things in the community. So we love to see you there. Now back to Blaze Barbershop with John Delevoe.
so one of the things is like, you know, I have flat feet and stuff like that, so I can't stand behind this chair forever. That's why I'm renovating and going up my prices. Uh, so I can not. But one of the things is, as a barber, you know, when you're any entrepreneur, when you become an entrepreneur, you're saying that the cost of freedom is way more valuable than the convenience of conforming, or the convenience of having benefits from a state job or any type of job that offers benefits. And so you have to think about things like your retirement, your future. And so one of the things that I did was I started my own product line, and I named it after my daughters. So my daughters are named Amina and Zaria. And so I have a product line called A to Z, because it's everything you'll need from A to Z. Right. And so and so I have two products that I make. One is for my wavers. I make a wave enhancer. It's all natural. It's shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, castor oil, and beeswax. Then I make my own curl cream, and this one is shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, castor oil, honey, and aloe. And so it's one of those things where even if I'm not cutting hair, this can sell.
Absolutely.
And so this year I'm working on having a complete set. I'm gonna make my shampoo and my conditioner, and have a complete set that I can sell, so that I have that passive income. And honestly, after last year, not only did COVID hit, but my shop got hit by Hurricane Sally, and I got flooded out.
Oh.
And so I had 4 barbers, and 3 of them left. One of them left because he moved back to be closer to his kids. The other 2, they left because they didn't want to wait for the shop to open back up. And so I was in the shop by myself with me and a new barber that I just hired like 2 weeks before the storm hit. And so I can say as of today, I just filled my shop back up and I was able to hire 3 more barbers this year. So I just filled my shop back up. So I thank God for that. And it's one of those things, if my shop can stay full and they get running, I can take more time back to invest more time into my product line and really work on the passive income, because I refuse to do this forever. I love it, but I tell people, your purpose and your passion are 2 different things. I have a passion for cutting hair, being a barber, but I think my purpose is bigger than that. Mentoring, and that's part of the reason why I love doing this, because once you sit in my chair, you got to talk to me. You can't go nowhere. You're stuck. And so a lot of people have, through me cutting their hair, I've had guys say, man, if you weren't cutting my hair in college, I wouldn't graduate. I've had guys, one guy, he humbled me. He texted me the other day and said, man, you saved my life. I said, what? So it's just one of those things where I know I can always be a mentor outside of barbering, but I just use barbering to be a mentor and be a pillar of the community and an asset to people. So
dope. Was that all of yours, Amanda?
I got another one. So, when the kids are away, I want to
watch anime uninterrupted.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Are you not able to watch it when they're around? Like they be in your face, or you like, I don't want them seeing all of this, what I be watching.
So my daughters, especially my oldest, she's definitely a daddy's girl. And so when she see me watching anime, she'd be like, anime. And she'll come in the room and they should be talking and what's this and what's that and what are they saying? It's like, baby, you can't read the subtitles yet, baby. So but sometimes they like being around their daddies, and sometimes they'll come. I'll be watching the room, they'll just come lay in the bed and just watch it, not knowing what the heck going on. So
that's what's up. Definitely value those moments, man, because when they get older.
Oh yeah, man. I love it, man.
Yeah, definitely value those moments. So I got my 4.
Wait. Follow up. What's your anime so far that you're watching right now for this season?
I'm watching a lot. I'm watching Black Clover. I'm watching the final season of Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
Uh, I got these little, little one-offs that be like 12 episodes or
Oh
like
yeah.
little
I like
24 one season animes. Believe it or not, I still watch Pokemon. I watch every season. Uh,
Oh
I'm
my
watching
goodness.
I'm watching Dragon Ball Super. Uh, they doing like these little 10-minute episodes. Uh, I can go on forever. I'm watching the Digimon reboot. Uh,
What?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
deep. Some of them I can't pronounce, but
I hear you on that.
that's definitely all foreign to me. I
Let's keep it foreign. Let's keep it
wrote
foreign.
down a check out some of these things you just mentioned, so I can get a little bit more education. I've been hearing about it. Black Clover sounds.
You gotta watch Black Clover. It's dope.
That's right. I mean, Black. You got me on Black. That's go ahead, Amanda. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say what I'm watching right now is Juju Kaisen, and
Yes, I'm watching that. I'm watching that too.
that one I can't wait till Demon Slayer come out. Oh my
I
goodness.
Did you see the movie?
No, because I just want to see the series to come out, and then I'll binge watch on the movie.
Okay. See, I watched the movie. I got my home bootleg website and everything. I be judging people and they be like, I watch anime, and they start saying Netflix. I be like, no, you don't watch anime unless you got an anime site that you go to and you reading subtitles. Don't tell me you be watching anime when you get
I
all your
used
junk off of
to. I used to, but I started supporting big
what
conglomerate
Crunchyroll.
and stuff because I felt kind of bad because I'm an artist and I'm like most of those sites they don't support it doesn't benefit the artists and the creators behind it, so I have to show support somehow. So I know people gonna like hate me for this, but Crunchyroll, Verve, just to give back, or I'll even buy the original copies sometimes. But
Hey,
that's just me. That's
more power to you.
I know.
I
Man.
am not that.
Hey, more power to you. Hey, look, I got this jailbroken Fire Stick, so
Lucky. Go ahead, Irv. I
All
just
right,
want to geek out just a little bit.
I got four real quick. We'll run through them real quick. So on a slow day, now I'm still on fill in the blank with her too. So on a slow day, you could find me blank.
cleaning up the shop or work editing a video so I can post it on Instagram. I believe that there's always something that you can do as a barber. So if you're not cutting hair, you can be cleaning up your station. You can be editing videos to post it on Instagram. You can or Facebook. Barbers use Instagram. All these barbers that just use Facebook, I just don't get it. But
Period.
you can uh you can be promoting. You can be doing something. You can be watching a video on haircuts that you struggle with. You can be doing
All right. All right. So when a client is blank, this really puts a smile on my face.
when a client is when they're happy about their haircut. But sometimes how dudes be, they're like straight. When a dude they be like, we straight, we good. When dude be like, woo, yeah, woo, you put me in the game, woo. That make me feel like, I did something right. You know what I
Need,
mean?
need that
So,
enthusiasm. You can't be too cool. Like you want to feel like, yo, I did that. Do
yeah.
you ever hear that? Like that was one of my questions too. Have you ever, or is there somebody you cut and you was like, yo, that cut right there? That's the when I cut someone so that's the best cut I ever did.
I've had a few more. I've had a few moments like that. Everything got to align. The stars have to align. Like the biggest thing for me is like those transformations. Like when the guys went like months without a haircut, and they actually got a good smooth grade of hair under there that blends really nice. I'd be like, ooh, boy, I saved your life.
I like how you do the transitions, because you will literally show. I don't. Do you do this on purpose though? You be like, yo, I found you.
What up? What up? It's Amanda from Irv and Co. Check out our next video about this topic. Stay tuned.